Hey guys, and welcome to Captain Charlemagne's Models. I'm your Captain Charlemagne, so let's head over to the bench and see what we're doing for today's project.
Hey guys, and welcome back to our building of the Belfast. So today we are going to start on part 2. So when I left you guys off before, we had just did step 2 and the first part of step 3. In the course of the week, I did add a little bit more onto the model. For example, the photo etch top of her, I want to say that's radar. And I also added on this tiny little ladder right here at the back. Another bit of work I did, mainly because it would have been a pain in the butt to attempt to do it on camera, is I built up 5 of her anti-aircraft guns. And the reason I say it be fiddly is because these pieces that go around it, here, let me show you. So this is how the anti-aircraft gun comes in. You have 6 photo etch pieces that you have to wrap around this tiny little piece here. And that was a pain in the butt. I did actually lose one. So one of the 6 guns that are going to be on Belfast is going to look awkward. But anyway, so what we're going to do today is we are going to add on we're going to finish step 3 today by adding on these anti-aircraft guns. We have a couple smaller pieces to add on, and then we will be moving over to step 4. And we'll also be taking a look at her hull, which I have gotten ready. So let's get into it, shall we? Also, in other news, a little bit of glue fell on the desk where I didn't want it. But anyway, in other news, so we will be going ahead following Belfast. We will be going ahead with the Prince Eugene. Seriously, somebody has in the comments, please tell me how it's pronounced. I've heard people say it can be pronounced either way, but I rather pronounce it the right way. We will be doing the Prinzligan. And following Belfast, and then after Prince Eugen, I have decided we will be doing the 1 in 700 USS Colorado in her 1944 configuration. But following that, I'm going to put up a poll for what you guys want to see following that, because recently I got a couple new kits in. While we won't be going massively in scale, I am interested in seeing what all you guys would be interested to see, aside from the fact that all I mostly do is capital ships. Well, in this case with the channel battleships, since I think that's all I've actually really done so far, is I built battleships. So that will be in the future. Another thing to look forward to is, it's a little bit of a spoiler alert, is that sometime within the next month or 2, plans are underway for the big build of 2025. And I'm sure you all will look forward to seeing what those plans are. Alrighty then. and we have this step completed. So with this, step 3 is done. Grab the marker real quick. That just leaves one gun that has to get made now. That will go onto the rear of the ship. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to be doing stuff relating to the rear of the ship. And let's move out the hole real quick to show you what I'm talking about. So, as you can see here, Belfast's hull has been painted, her deck's been painted. These pieces are not actually attached. Those are going to be the step we're doing next. So let's go ahead and do this. Like before, we're going to glue it down. But yeah, look forward. Anyway, sorry about that. Got off a little bit on off subject. So look forward to the next few months, because the build-up for materials for the big project of 2025 is going to begin very soon. And I'm sure that everybody will enjoy it. Another thing is something I've noticed while with Belfast is the thing with some Trumpeter kits. Some people who's built Trumpeter can point it out, but some kits do have fit issues that you have to usually ratify. I think it's ratify. In this kit, it's more that they fit, it's a tight fit. So first thing we're going to do now is we are going to be adding on the Belfast's superstructure, gluing it down. So some glue. Alright, it's fitted on. Next we are going to add the rear. Alrighty then. And with that, step 4 has now been completed in almost its entirety. All that's left for step 4 is adding on both anchors. So let's go ahead and do that now. Excuse me. So we will need F5. So locate our F sprues. And get out our tiny little anchors. So just trying to figure out something real quick. Okay. All right. That one's on. And that one's on. Both anchors are on. So that just shall leave us moving on. What is next? B5 and B6. So 2 pieces at the rear of Belfast. So let's go hunt down B sprue. H. D. Okay, here we go. B. And this is also going to be a test mainly in the form of just how thin B5 and B6, which is going on the rear, is. For anyone who's dealt with 1 in 700, just how thin these, see if we can't get the camera to focus a little bit, just how thin these pieces are is in itself a pain. Because I think I've said it before, with 1 in 700 kids, if you're not careful when dealing with them, you could end up breaking them before they come off the sprue. That's not working. Where is my other tweezers? They are missing. So I guess I will be using these ones. Sorry, for a moment, it's just this piece is so small that I'm going to have to take it off camera real quick to add it on. So, Give me one moment here. Yeah, it's not making itself easy. There we go. It's in. Now we gotta repeat the task with the opposite side. Oy. And hope not to break this piece. Oh, I didn't break it, but I did drop it somewhere. So, that's not good. I'll find it off camera, no doubt. Okay, so what we're going to do is how we're going to finish today off, bring the instruction manual over, is we are going to install D19, D20, B12, and the H9s, and that will be what we will do to round off today. So, let's get started. Alright. And this piece goes here. Alright. It is on. Next, we will need H, these little pieces off real quick. from the ends. Alrighty then. So these go here. Yeah. 1 in 700 kits. They never get easy with just how tiny these pieces are. But if you're short on space, you can get quite a few built. If that's something that limits you from building the bigger kits. So turn this around real quick. All right. And now we just need the 2 pieces for D. So first we will be using D20. And there is a piece of flash right here in the corner. Get my hobby knife real quick. And we're going to remove it. Alrighty then. See if we can't line up the bottom of this piece in here. Not as easy as thought would be. Just get it to pop in. There we go. That one's popped in. Now D19. Luckily enough, D19 does not seem to suffer from any kinds of piece of flashing, so we can just add it right away. Alrighty then. Alright. And with that, that will conclude today's episode of building the Trumpeter 1 in 700 Belfast in her 1959 configuration. So we've gotten a decent bit. So when we come back next time, we will continue on step 5. We will build up her boats, and we will also be adding on her secondary guns to round up what will be step 5. I'd like to thank you all for joining me today. I hope you all have a nice day. I hope you all have a nice week. Take care of yourselves. It has been quite warm out. And that's everything today. This has been Captain Charlemagne, and I'll see you all again here very soon. Ta-ta for now.